when we look at the landscape, what we see is essentially a broken ad currency in display advertising. We see that video actually works and advertisers want it, there's just not enough of it. So the solution that we're bringing to the marketplace is a tool for publishers to sell video ads, which work for advertisers, on top of their content pages. And this is a kind of a revolutionary way of thinking about your site, thinking about your inventory, and thinking about your audience and what the value of that exposure is every day. And if you can serve a video ad instead of a display ad to an audience, that's a much higher value ad, not only for the site but also for the advertiser.
Okay, but do consumers want to watch that, or do they have to watch that? And how does that work in terms of a publisher that's publishing their content and people have to watch a video that takes over their screen? Tell us a little bit about that.
I always say, when you think about the user, it depends on what question you ask. If you ask the question, would you rather have a paywall or watch an ad? The answer is always, I'm going to watch an ad. And so what you've seen over time is this barrier to entry rising. So more and more advertisers are requiring things like crumpled pages or browser shakes or cars drive across or mouse over. This barrier to entry and this quotient for making display advertising better than it is increasing. So what we're saying is, look, why not, instead of doing that kind of custom, one-off, crazy work that gets done, why don't you create a platform where we can actually move that $82 billion over online and put it in front of users? So what we do is we essentially put a curtain across the page and serve a full-screen video ad in front of text-based content. And we think that that solution will be more graceful for the user, better for the user than having the teeth-whitening ads all over the pages, which is what we essentially relegate ourselves to now in this industry. And then we make the video view customizable by publishers. So for instance, you can set it to an immediate close, you can set it to a 5-second close, 10-second close, 30-second close. So it can be calibrated. The ecosystem that we live in is to try to enable publishers to sell these ads at a high rate. Pre-roll is selling out. I watched the Beat TV conference. I heard Brian Quinn explain how all his pre-roll is sold out. He can't get enough. It was $50+. Vivek Shah, same thing for Time Inc. It's just too small. We essentially open up their site to selling a high CPM video ad in front of all their content, in front of all of their users. That's a complete game changer. And then what we do is we take a CPM fee. It's not a rev share. It's just a fee based on volume for serving, hosting the ad, providing all the analytics, the bandwidth, and so forth.
But you don't sell the ads.
We don't sell the ads. We founded the company about 1.5 years ago. We were backed by General Catalyst out of Boston, and we've got a great team of people. Where we hope to be in 1 year from now is probably have signed up 20 to 50 of the best online publishers. We're in the process of productizing this offering. We're getting great traction. People are testing it. I hope that we've got 20 to 50 of the best, and we've got enough momentum in the marketplace that this starts becoming a new standard. And it's always hard to create a new standard, but in this case, the standard we're simply trying to do is leverage a standard that's been in existence and is used every day in media. And that's moving that 30-second spot over online. So we're really trying to leverage what already exists into a new standard for online. Because, we made up these rules 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that the only way to monetize web pages was an in-page newspaper model. Now, where we are with the bandwidth and where we are with the technology and what you can do with Flash and other technologies, there's no reason why that computer screen can't really operate as a television screen. And we just really need to rethink the advertising paradigm online.
So the ads that you envision or will have coming into the system are pre-existing ads that are on TV, or are the ad agencies creating unique content, or what's...
It can be both, but our vision is pretty simple. If you are a marketer and you're spending $1 to $2 million on a television campaign, and you have no way to extend that online where the audience already is, this is a way just to leverage that existing creative and port it over. But you could also take a 2-minute movie trailer and put it in front of users. Now, I always caution people, it doesn't mean you're going to require somebody to watch 2 minutes, because there will be a close button that's programmable based on the publisher and based on the particular placement they have, but you could. So it really opens itself up to all those things, but the real goal in our vision is to try to leverage what people are doing on television and move it over to where the audience moved 5-6 years ago. And you know, DVR skipping is paramount. I mean, I don't know anybody who has a DVR that still watches television ads, but there's still this massive amount of spending because the models show that it works. So if you buy a certain amount of GRPs on television, it drives a certain amount of sales. There's a whole ecosystem set around keeping that momentum going, but the audience left 6 years ago, and to the extent they are still watching TV, and they're skipping the ads anyway. So much is broken in media right now. We at least know the audience is online, and we can capture those people. So why not at least take the best of television, marry it with the best of digital, add the accountability, and to me that's the holy grail of advertising.